Uh, whatever this is, I don't know. This might be funny.
It's a crazy
I
Joker
just saw
level
like
cope
yeah.
and begging to and claims of harassment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I honestly think idubbbz is gonna try to pursue some harassment order against Sam. Like no joke. He's not gonna go anywhere because it's insane. But that's what he's laying the ground with this video. Is saying like, all right, from here on out,
When he says the
enough.
harassment thing, that sounds exactly like Joker.
Yeah, he's harassing his wife. How? She's an ugly bitch, idubbbz. Like it is what it is. She's an ugly bitch. She's an ugly dog, and you bring her around. Like you know what I mean. You parade her around, or she parades you around. However it works. Literally in bed with her.
Yeah. But this might be funny. I mean, it's crazy how much idubbbz just sucks.
He looks great. Like his appearance right now. I don't know what he's going for.
Yeah.
But I think he wants Jerry curls.
Yeah, he just looks like a wicked Mo.
When you see what he looks like, I think he wants to go like Jerry curls. You'll see.
It's like you came back and you were a pawn in some game of 4D chess, and I think you found out that idubbbz and Anissa don't play games.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another video.
Right? Doesn't it look like he's getting ready to have some Jerry curls?
Greasy.
Flash 2. It was a success. Alex Wasabi beat me up. He won his fight fair and square, and I have all the respect for Alex. He's a good competitor, and I have respect for all the other fighters on the Creator Clash card. And thank you to all the fans who came. It was an amazing event. I'm very happy, very emotional. Awesome experience. I'll never forget it.
I can't believe I used to like watch this homo, you know, and like be
Well, it was
excited.
a different time, dude. It was a different time.
Yeah, a very different time. I've mentioned it before with him. Like, I can't believe he still hasn't been.
It was just a different time. Not everyone was so motherfucking sensitive. It's because he's done all this shit.
Yeah.
It's this shit. Yeah. People are forgiving him because he or whatever. You know what I mean?
He repented. Yeah, no, I really know.
Yeah, but that's basically what it is. He repented for his past sins, his past content, and it's so gay.
Having said all that, you guys are here for the juice and the.
I don't know anything about the Froggy Fresh. I don't know who Froggy Fresh is. Is he related to Dougie Fresh? I know Sam was like training him, and then idubbbz booted him. And that's
he didn't. He did not even train him. He messaged him once on Twitter saying, "Yes, I'll let you train me," and idubbbz immediately started calling him, like within 20 minutes of the tweet, saying, "How do you know?" And as soon as he picked up the phone, Froggy Fresh picked up the phone, idubbbz said, "How do you know Sam Hyde?"
Why does it bother him so much?
Isn't it great though?
He should. That's the thing. Like idubbbz should like know better. Like his whole like the videos he used to do. It's just crazy how someone can just come on, dude.
Fucking brainwashed.
Just ignore it.
Guys, the grease and the juice, and that all has.
And just like get so.
The reason I didn't address any of this sooner is because I was terrified of jeopardizing the success of the event.
I was terrified of Sam Hyde
involved in this than just Anissa and I didn't want to fuck it up for them. These are people that I really care about. And I felt like it would be very selfish.
Does Anissa ever fight anyone?
I understand public perception right now, guys.
I'd fight Anissa. Let's get popular enough where I can step into the creator content.
I have no idea.
And just fight Anissa.
For this video is.
Why am I banning Stan? I'm not going to ban Stan.
Right? The event is now over with.
Wow, Dykes finally got you, Stan.
I can air my grievances, and we can see where it goes. I need to bring you guys up to speed on where I'm at as a person and as a content creator.
Ban Shartwell.
For a while was, well, people will figure it out through the videos I make. But the problem is that
I'm not even on the channel yet. Hold the fort.
Speaking from the heart, I'm just gonna focus.
I've never banned anyone.
Content. I think I have bad associations with sharing my life.
I feel like if I ban one of you, it's gonna get me power hungry.
To the vloggers. But I think it's important to share where I'm at So none of what I'm talking about in this Froggy Fresh video feels like...
Yeah, I mean, well, I've said before, Sam Hyde is like a piece of shit.
I'm misleading.
By all, like so many people, like there's so many, like Sam Hyde sucks, but like...
You can't get that successful.
Break a lot of people's.
And I think I've hurt a lot.
You gotta be
content I've made.
He runs his own, basically, like what, his own media company, kind of. So like you gotta be. You can't do that and not.
You've learned important lessons.
Yeah, but like the stuff he's done is like, especially like
because of the content I've made.
Like some of this, like it's not like business shit necessarily. I mean, some of it is.
Can come a lot of bad. And I
like what, like the marquee stuff?
And,
well, yeah, that. Well, that's not business, but that's some of it. Yeah.
There in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm working on not doing that. I plan on.
But I also feel like he's
Sam is a sociopath.
There's a lot of
that's like how he gets.
I don't think Nick is.
Like,
Nick reminds me of a lot of people.
Yeah, Nick reminds me of like people in my family or people my dad's been friends with. You know what I mean? So he's my dad's friend that sells cars. Nick's the guy who always says, "When you turn 16, come to me. I'll get you a real fast car." And my dad says, "No, you won't."
The main reason,
you know what I mean?
Was kicked from the
here we go.
For collaborating with Sam Hyde. For anyone who's been following the story, that's fairly obvious. Froggy has explained his side of the story.
Just so lame. Who cares?
Multiple times. And unfortunately, he's been perpetuating a narrative that it's about OnlyFans or that it's about Anissa's mom.
Oh, yeah.
And extremely deceptive.
When he says OnlyFans, does he mean like
OnlyFans
review that they did?
He said no. Froggy Fresh said that if he lost the fight, he would subscribe to Anissa's OnlyFans. And then her mom tweeted at him and called him like a lowlife for saying that.
Froggy, no.
Because
Froggy, no.
The card. The one indication I gave him was Sam Hyde, and I wasn't unclear about that. Anyone who's mentioning the fact that Harley trained with Sam Hyde for the year previous, that was before Sam was saying this about my wife.
I don't think so.
More, but yeah.
What?
I got a USB headset that I was just trying to use on my. Still can't get it to work. Yeah. Back to the phone.
All right. Hey, friendo.
Oh, Anissa, bitch, hoe, fucking Anissa. What an ugly piece of shit.
I'll work on that later.
She is. Oh, nice jack-o'-lantern teeth.
That's like
Why would he put this in there? Why would idubbbz put this in here? It's too funny. I watched this clip of him. I watched this whole clip earlier where he's just making fun of her for like 5 minutes. It's so funny. You should shut up, bitch, hoe. Ugly ass bitch.
He's just completely broken, idubbbz.
I can't. Look how beat she is. Oh,
jack-o'-lantern
teeth. I can't wait to see what she looks like when she's 32.
Yeah, they're all fucked.
Her teeth look like a pumpkin head. Like
it's the Anissa Joma hole stretcher. I'm sending this to Anissa's OnlyFans. It goes directly into charity.
Yeah.
Everybody hates him and his wife's a slut.
So yeah, now.
Why did he edit it like that?
Yeah, are we not supposed to laugh at that?
Yeah, like how is that not funny?
Good thing at first I wasn't sure about watching this, but I think he's gonna end up taking this down. So let's
on the day.
Yeah,
we should probably watch through this.
To not want to associate with him in any way. We did ban Sam from the first event, so it's not as if he's confused about where he stands in all this. I don't like him, and Froggy knows that. Froggy knows.
Anissa's whole stretcher.
That's why he was banned. None of this is like news to Froggy. Froggy knew all of this going into it. For anyone who's under the impression that Froggy has been like reasonable and chill and respectful through this whole process, he hasn't been. He's been a piece of shit. I'm not happy with how he's behaved. He's talking shit about me.
Ian doesn't want people who are bigger and more talented than him upstaging him. That's what it is.
Anissa.
Again, this editing.
Dude,
is idubbbz editor about to quit? Like,
yeah, is idubbbz editor like mutinying?
Like Kieran? Dude.
His masculinity had been completely removed via Anissa.
participants at the event.
This is really a lot of weird, tender, soft people. Creator Clash people.
Is Froggy Fresh a midget?
He's like 5'6" or 5'5". He's super. He
looks way
he's friend of the
shorter
show
than that.
Tony. He's friend of the show.
Okay,
Tony.
yeah. I can. Yeah, he has. He kind of looks like him too.
He got fucking jacked for the fight, so he's 100% friend of the show Tony.
Yeah.
Just a manlet that's just fucking jacked.
Is he a heroin addict?
Not yet. He's actually a Southern Baptist or something.
Can you rock on by?
I think he sings.
Are real like these types.
Oh yeah, the rock on by.
You know what I mean?
The event itself.
This is really like the patty.
I'll make idubbbz get a tattoo of me.
Social, media boxing. You know?
He doesn't like the culture of creator.
When I beat his wife, that's the deal.
And Chris Reagan and all these people, it's like some big ethos worshiping party at these things. And I don't get it. I don't get what all this shit is all about. Like everybody's there to worship ethos or fucking ethos or like touch.
This is base. Why is he doing this?
Titty or pussy.
To be honest, I thought it was quite the gift to you that we'd kick you off the card. You have no more obligations, and you can immediately just pivot into boxing for misfits. It's like that's the culture that you want. You want the non-sissy, you want the macho dude traditional boxing culture. So go over there and box for them.
E-boxing is truly like the strangest fucking thing to come out in like
It's so gay.
But unfortunately, Froggy doesn't want to.
Gayest too. Gayest slash strangest.
Yeah, I was watching Red Bar talk about it, and he was basically like, if any of you get challenged, if any of you E-celebs get challenged to a fight, and you don't want to do it,
this is gonna.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
Because that's what you want to see. Like, I don't give a shit about watching like idubbbz.
Here, he's down. You stop.
Or whoever these two.
Turns quickly from boxing to assault.
Just fight someone who's weaker than you.
So I'm done with boxing. I can fulfill my current obligations. If for some reason Creator Clash changed their mind, I could fulfill my current obligations. I'm not interested in further going.
Just putting the clown emoji on it. Is idubbbz editing?
It's such a fucking cop out that you're.
Must have been.
All right, I'm such a victim for getting kicked off the Creator Clash event.
Oh yeah, or seeing Andy Worski get knocked out in like a second.
Yeah.
That felt really good to fucking see.
When I knew what would get me kicked off the Creator Clash event, and now you're like, I don't want to box anymore. It's like, come on. If you look at my text exchange with Froggy, it's very clear that I...
Well, leave it up for a second.
Yeah, whoa.
If you see my text, it's just right here real quick. Let's take a look.
Didn't on. If you look at my text exchange...
Hey, dude. Can I not?
Oh, look at
He's
these
been very nice.
long paragraphs he's sending. Hey, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, dude. I want to clarify that I'm not mad at you. Why can't I work with Sam Hyde? He's been very nice to me. It's just a tricky situation. I personally have been hurt by a lot of things he's done. If he's your friend, that's totally understandable.
Yeah,
what a
see
girl.
that next thing? He's going to Rhode Island to work with him. No one has to see Sam or work with him. It's just the training. He's not going to be at the fight.
He actively makes content about why my marriage to end. That my wife is evil and hasn't respected my boundaries. Well, she hasn't, dude. Your wife has an OnlyFans, dude. I don't feel comfortable. Just say you don't. Just say I hate Sam and you're not. This is my thing. All these like paragraphs of like
justifying it.
Psychology talk. He sounds like a fucking psychiatrist or something.
It's very clear that I didn't want to kick him from the card. I got to the point where I was like, okay, I don't want you working or training with Sam Hyde, but you're doing that, so all right, I'll look.
Yeah, that's so gay that at first he was just like insinuating. Like, just tell him.
Past it.
A girl.
I don't want you making content with Sam Hyde, but it seems like that's a real deal breaker for you.
You don't want him making content with Sam Hyde?
It came to the point where I was like, can you postpone releasing content with Sam Hyde?
look, you know, me and Sam don't get along. You know, we put a lot of time and energy in this creator clash thing. I don't want it to be about Sam Hyde. So just don't let it hurt the event. All right. Go train with him. Have fun. But don't let it hurt the event. Don't make it about
Keemstar still a thing
That's what
too.
I would have said to you if I was idubbbz.
Right, and guess what? Like I didn't even plan on releasing none of the Sam Hyde content until after the event.
If you don't know who Sam Hyde is, he's, whether or not you love him or hate him, you have to recognize him as he's the most talented comedian alive. He's the most talented comedian of our generation. He's gonna probably be the greatest comedian of all time. He's he's a genius. I got a chance to go out there and train with him. He welcomed me into his environment.
What are these ones he's just retweeting here?
He paid people to train me.
I didn't even plan on releasing none of the Sam Hyde content until after the event.
Didn't you tell them that? I thought you told them that.
Ian requested it through text. He requested that I did that. What I didn't like that he requested that, because I don't think that's appropriate. I was like,
he didn't think it was appropriate. I do not think that is appropriate. Do you think it's appropriate that, I don't know, 30-something-year-old man is publicly calling my wife a whore and a slut?
I think initially you can just buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this has got a separate Etsy page where she sells her pussy.
You can cuss a fight in Creator Clash for the second year in a row.
Life is so easy for a certain gender. All you have to do is say that my uterus hurts. What'd she say this time? Her uterus hurts? Or uterus fell out?
She had another concussion.
Probably your uterus fell out from getting blown out so much by toys.
Is that
toys? Do you think idubbbz going for an angle? Because like Sam is pretty successful on YouTube with like the streaming and stuff, and idubbbz is like in with, you know, the corporates a little bit. The suits at YouTube, he must be a little bit. You know, the clients certainly are.
Maybe he's trying to get him taken down.
Yeah.
Is that appropriate, Froggy? Do you think that's appropriate?
I don't think that's appropriate.
Okay, you don't.
How long before idubbbz steals the
set boundaries?
fish tank house, does it for himself?
That you are hanging out with a guy who doesn't think women are people. Like, I don't think that's appropriate.
I was like, I don't think you should be telling me when I can't release content. Like, this is my career.
When has he said that?
Right?
But I was going to anyways, but I didn't like people telling me that. I thought that was out of line.
I don't know why he's saying that he was planning on waiting to post Sam Hyde content. We have the Twitter timeline of him nonstop posting Sam Hyde content. It's fucking weird. I don't know if he thought it was like a loophole to post on Twitter about Sam Hyde. So I think in his head he was like, I was gonna wait to post Sam Hyde content.
Dude, how many times has he said Sam Hyde in this video, dude?
That you have personal beef with the greatest comedian in the world.
Like, idubbbz is broken.
How am I the simp?
He is
How
broken.
Am I the simp? I want to know. Is it because it's a woman? It's because it's a woman, isn't it? It's okay to.
He is a broken man.
Gross dude.
Yeah,
it's
this is
okay.
sad.
It's understandable.
Do you think him and his wife just like pace around their house, just like agreeing with each other about like
100%
this shit? And then he comes, because this shit's delusional. Like, this is fucking delusional.
He's definitely going to delete this video. This is not a good look at all.
No, none of this is a good look.
Gross. As soon as you simp for someone who's
yeah, she's slammable on.
But I will say,
oh, sorry, need this the moment.
I will say, all the people like who used to watch idubbbz but don't watch him anymore, like they're done, like they left a while ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5
especially
years ago.
Like that video he put out, the video of him that he put out defending her OnlyFans page, like that was the final.
And that was like I hadn't watched any idubbbz, I think, since like Content
That's
Cop,
good.
like Content Cop, like
That's
one
good
of those.
You don't know who he is.
Like one of the things on fucking like Leafy or something, one of those at the very end.
Yeah.
But then I started figuring out, like, wait a minute, these guys were all really unfair to Leafy, and I actually think that he was actually pretty funny compared to them. I just didn't know who he was until these guys started talking about it. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't know who Leafy was until I saw the Content Cop. But then I saw how Leafy was just railing on Pokimane, and I thought that was hilarious.
Rhode Island and get an opportunity to work with him, that should be my option to when I release that content. And it's got nothing to do with you. Not everything that people do with Sam Hyde involves idubbbz, and I think that he misinterprets that.
We're not talking about people. We're talking about what you do with Sam Hyde, because you're in my event. I wish there were many layers of separation so I really could be that disconnected. Unfortunately, I have to be around you. You have to fight at my event. I have to share the same space as you know, in the parties, at the event itself, and I don't want to do that. I have no interest in sharing that space with you.
So for him to tell me, hey,
could have just put out a tweet or something if people were curious. He's making this video. I mean, it's good that he's making this video for us, but
another thing that contributed to Froggy getting kicked was that he tweeted at Nathan Barnett, aka Dad. He said, "Dude, I tried hyping you up at Denny's when we ate dinner, and they said they weren't fucking with you and that you were going to lose to AB. They don't even like you." This is one of those...
Oh, that was directed at the dad guy?
Yeah.
Nathan Barnett.
Things where it was like...
That fucking weirdo.
Oh, okay, so you basically...
That guy is fucking
don't
weird.
Have any good intentions here. You are just like... you don't like us. Like, I'm not here to play with people and give them warnings. Like, we're all adults on the card. I'm not going to give you a warning. Actually, no.
You did exactly that. What were those text messages? Basically giving him a warning, being like, hey, really?
Yeah, or ultimatum.
Yeah.
I will give you a warning if I think you have good intentions. The problem is when you tweet shit out like this and you have the text message exchange that Froggy had with me, I don't think you have good intentions. You're like trying to like ruin a relationship between me and one of my friends. Froggy deleted that tweet, and I don't think he deleted it because he felt differently. I think he deleted it because he knew that it could potentially get him kicked from the event and would also make him look like an asshole. But he basically reiterated that same thing in a Twitter space.
When I was at fucking Denny's, I was all like telling them, yo, Dad's a fucking savage. And they're all like, no, Dad doesn't spar with high-level fucking competition. He's going to lose to AB. And I'm thinking, these motherfuckers are...
So who said that? Who said that?
Fucking Ian and Anissa. Like, that's the way these motherfuckers are. And then they got Dad, like, riding for them. They don't even... And if, like, I wouldn't be like this, but if everybody's going to keep calling me out, like, I'm the fucking...
So much of this is just, like, French to me.
Like, Dad
yeah, it's just slop.
They're all like, they don't even fucking give a fuck about him.
And in the same Twitter space where Froggy says this, Sam Hyde, Froggy's hero, calls Nathan a rapist like several times.
Nathan Barnett guy, I guarantee you that guy would rape somebody if he had the opportunity.
Yeah, legally he would rape somebody in Minecraft, by the way.
In Minecraft.
Yes.
He if he had the chance to rape a woman, he would.
In Minecraft.
Dude,
in Minecraft.
No, not in Minecraft, Keem.
I don't want anything to do with Sam.
No, not in Minecraft.
With people that think what Sam is doing is okay. It is not.
What, dude? I won't keep on because this is just like I cannot believe this guy.
Not okay. Here's part of the Twitter space where Harley
is
sort of questioning Tyler with why he wouldn't, respond to Anissa. And I think that's a very
Sam can be very funny and when he interacts with these people.
Yeah, Anissa was the one who like solves problems. She is more communicative than me, and she's better at communicating than I am. I fucking suck at this shit. So Anissa is the one. She is the one to talk to.
How many guys do you think he's watched her fuck this year?
Call from Justin.
Just in this year alone.
Text message. I responded.
I don't even know. Like,
could you communicate through text or email?
We're only
and then nothing else.
It's only May.
It's only May.
What's the last text you sent to Nisa?
It was probably some group message.
Okay, but what was the last text
4 months
you sent to Anissa, just you two?
I don't have one direct text from Anissa.
Anissa's
I have
never
a group
texted
chat
you.
with my wife and Anissa. There's a group chat.
Your
I
wife
do not have any
I'm
direct
so sorry.
contact.
Okay. Did anyone ever text you and your wife? What was the last thing Anissa sent you and your wife to you and your wife's phone? What was the last thing?
Tense moments in the Twitter space as Froggy goes to see.
It's, hey, Tyler, I'm not with Ian. I'm home visiting family. Ian called me not feeling great, and I'm just trying to understand what's happening or how I can help.
What's the date?
Sunday, March 12th.
You didn't want to respond to that?
No, because you don't know the context of that. You don't have the context. Harley, let me give you the context.
Burn her Twitter account instead of
on to Anissa's. Froggy wasn't able to give context for why he didn't respond to Anissa's call and text.
He might churn out.
In the Twitter space.
Yeah, dude, I bet he will. Oh, that's what's going on here, dude. The mustache is gonna go away.
To explain.
Yeah, dude, she's already sissified him, I bet.
Why he didn't respond to Anissa.
Anissa's last text, which was checking on me. Anissa's like this is not.
I just like seeing idubbbz.
Manipulation. No, Froggy, we wanted to solve the problem. Let me just say, Anissa is just trying to exist. You know, she doesn't want anything to do with the drama. She doesn't
and
want
take pictures of her pussy and asshole.
I have brought a lot of it into
yeah, and get just
I take responsibility for that. But
more and more disgusting.
Blown out by toys.
That I've changed or call me a cuck or whatever. They've decided instead of saying change or call me a cuck or whatever, they've decided instead of saying that I've changed and that I'm the decider of my future, it's that Anissa has changed me. So she has been the target of a lot of hate, and I think it's really shitty. And hearing Tyler talk about her in this way is just a reminder where it's like, Anissa's trying to manipulate you? What the fuck was I doing? Was I trying to manipulate you as well? Like, you should probably come out and say that because it seems really fucking sexist and creepy for you to be saying these things.
You know what
This is a guy who used to say nigger every other sentence.
Yeah, all the time.
Or retard or, you know, faggot.
In public.
He wasn't like he wasn't racist. Like it was all ironic.
No,
but regardless.
It was joked, but it was like edgy, like shock.
It's just what a difference less than a decade makes. It hasn't even been a decade.
Dude, it's been like 2 years.
No, he stopped doing like the nigger faggot stuff. Probably.
Oh, I mean,
2016,
like
2017.
With like where he's just put like pedal to the metal into this shit.
Oh yeah, it's only yeah. It's only been a couple years. I mean, I stopped watching him long before that, but like still.
Yeah, no, she must give that good
so
head.
Weird.
She must give that good sloppy.
I mean, she looks like she'll just go all out.
Yeah, she's.
Like, you don't have anything to worry. Yeah, full service. She's full service.
Rubber,
Anissa.
Full service. CIM. BBBJ.
CIA. Come in anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and
it doesn't hold up.
Really didn't buy none of this at the beginning until
it doesn't hold up at all. It's only
like I used to watch H3 too back like way back.
I was like, nah, whatever. Like they can work out.
Like 2015, 2016. Before the podcast, once they started figuring out they could just make money on the podcast.
Ian met the wrong person. I honestly think it's just like I think sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, what's up, Element? Yeah, I was about to say the
when I'm at my wife,
the Vape Nation video I think holds up.
I got better the more time I spent with her because she like was.
Oh yeah, the Vic Berger videos, those were great.
I think the BitConnect video was very funny. I loved the BitConnect edit. I really liked his editing on that. But I think that's mostly just the BitConnect thing, just that whole thing though. What's up? Like, come on,
he really regrets doing the debate videos because it made Trump like seem like based and like cool, and he regrets because he thought that it probably got some people like unironically be like, oh, this is funny, this guy's funny, and it was. You know, those debates were hilarious, and those videos just kind of made it even more so.
Yeah, PewDiePie has referenced the Black Sun.
Over $15,000. We wanted that $15,000 back, but you know he wasn't giving it to us, so we have to leave it at that.
So is this guy gaming the systems or whatever?
It's not like you're gonna make another only.
No, what do you mean?
That guy with all the video game systems.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes. What about him?
He's reminiscent of him.
Oh, he's reminiscent
of him. He's right. Like,
no, I mean, like, if they make me sign a contract,
it's kind of like
then I won't.
Weird.
You know, I find it so strange because it's like.
Yeah, but gaming the systems has way more testosterone going through than idubbbz. at the moment.
You know,
that was a joke. That was a
Lincoln.
joke. Obviously, I wouldn't do any more OnlyFans.
I don't think Froggy respects sex workers. I think he has some really old.
Is this a bit? Is idubbbz? Is this like some just elaborate troll on like idubbbz and Sam's part? Honestly,
yeah. Did Sam somehow set this up? Because this is
the editing. This is like
the Sam clips are like choice clips. They're like what I would watch in a compilation that I watched this morning of him ripping on idubbbz and Anissa.
Is it all just like kayfabe? I mean, because they're doing boxing, so it's not really wrestling, but like, you know, it's good. Like they still like do like promos and stuff like that.
But he picked out some of the best jokes that Sam has made about Anissa.
That's yeah. Like, I just don't see how like someone's supposed to be watching this and like, I mean, who is his audience now? Where they'd watch those clips and like not burst out laughing
and not go check out Sam Hyde.
Well, we'll check out the comments section after.
Work. I think he has a lot of weird opinions as well about masculinity and shit.
Ian's masculinity had been completely removed via Anissa.
A lot of it's not explicitly said.
How's that weird?
Listen to the jokes. It's like, oh, that's actually just your opinion phrased in a comedic way.
There was some type of nerd fight last year, and Chris Raygun and all these people, it's like some big ethot worshiping party at these things, and I don't get it. I don't get what all this shit is all about. But everybody's there to worship ethos or fucking ethot or like touching ethot's titty or pussy. It's always that, and it's just like, what happens is people get all excited about it.
Yeah.
I think Chris Reagan.
I mean, if it is like this is a big like,
go there and beat some fucking nerd up.
He deserves an award or something for just embarrassing himself like this. This is so humiliating.
Girls there at these events. I don't know what kind of.
They give away OnlyFans girls.
Certain fights, I think you get to own some of these girls for some of the nights.
Awesome. What?
I don't know how it works, but
dude, that's probably legit.
Like he had plans to go beat up.
Yeah, is idubbbz gonna be like, yeah, that is what we're doing, but
yeah, dude, I guarantee
wrong with that.
Dude, I guarantee it.
Whatever, however they get to like lease one of these girls, and so like he got there. Well, Ian was probably thinking like, because I think
sex workers.
Man, I need to just stop all this probably.
No,
when they're probably that's like legit human trafficking. That's like human trafficking. If you're leasing a human being like that, that's human trafficking.
Talk more about how sex workers are property. That's a funny joke. It was super funny the third time that you referred to women as property.
So is it happening or not?
The funniest one.
Yeah. So is it happening? That's not what he's referring to. He's saying you're selling them. He's saying you're selling women.
Even if you didn't do any of the Sam Hyde stuff, why would we want you at our event?
So that is what happens there. He's just not going to acknowledge that.
Yeah, he's not addressing the fact that he's accusing you of.
You get a whore. You get a free whore
if you win. So you get a free whore for winning. And it's just known. And Chris Raygun was going to go all out to get one.
You're talking about them like they're property. Well, idubbbz, if that's true, you're using them like they're property.
Dude, Chris Raygun,
it's way worse.
Who's just some fucking weirdo YouTuber knew about this and was just like, yeah, I'm going to give my all so I can win a whore. That's what he wanted it for. That's why he wanted to win.
It's the praise on both sides.
It's great. This is crazy.
And other fighters saying that they're here to touch ethos. Like, it is so disrespectful and shitty. I don't want to share the space with you. I don't want other people to be uncomfortable because you're there. Like, you don't get the vibe, all right? The vibe is sex workers and fighting, I guess. And you don't like the sex workers part. I don't think Froggy is doing Sam Hyde.
Is that the vibe? So that's the vibe. And he doesn't like that part? So that's the vibe. The vibe is fighting and sex work. Because I guarantee that him and Anissa came to, like, yeah, we're going to combine fighting and sex work.
I mean, that makes sense. Because that's her contribution, right?
Holy shit. And she's like a madam.
You know, shit.
A madam.
Holy shit.
She's like the puppet madam. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
The shit that your hero is saying.
You have to ditch Yoko Ono.
Drop Yoko Ono, bro. It's got to be over. It's got to be over.
And leave the girl. Ditch the girl.
I think Ian met the wrong person. I honestly,
okay, this is a
I
bit.
think sometimes you bond with the wrong person. It can take you to make the wrong decisions.
She's probably
Sam
a
Hyde.
succubus that's like sucking the life out of him.
Sad to see you didn't make the card again. When will idubbbz break free from that succubus that is holding him back?
Ian's masculinity had been completely removed via Anissa. Anissa's concern text of hope everything's going okay was a way for her to try to manipulate the situation.
I think initially you can just buy the.
What's up with like this shit? Sam Hyde fan.
Yeah.
I'm sending this to Anissa's OnlyFans. It goes directly into charity.
Yeah.
Her anal bead package came out, and it was $100 to look at pictures of her with anal beads.
I think they give away like OnlyFans.
That's true.
Like you get to own some of these girls. They get to like lease one of these girls.
So Ian really embarrassed himself. And so he didn't want Sam at his event because Ian doesn't want people who are bigger and more talented than him upstaging him. That's what it is.
Tyler is like repeating all of these narratives about how I've changed for the worst. The person responsible for my change,
I don't know if that's a narrative.
in a bad way, is Anissa. Anissa is a manipulative person. Oh yeah, that I'm like concerned about getting upstaged by Sam or people who are more talented than me.
I mean, that's all anyone really remembers about the Creator Clash is Sam's.
Of any of them, yeah.
Yeah.
And he
Though
didn't
that
even-
and Andy
yeah,
Worski getting knocked out in 2 seconds.
Yeah, like it's
Oh,
over for
boy.
you, idubbbz. Like nobody cares about like all anyone's gonna look back on in these events is just remember when Sam Hyde was just in idubbbz head during these? Remember all that shit?
Yeah, he's banned from it, and he's putting out 30-minute videos coping about it. He's just like, don't address anything.
Yeah, it's over. Dude.
Your
The
fans
fight's
clearly
over.
don't give a shit. Like, who's
You
watching you
banned
now
Froggy
that like would
Fresh a
give a
month
shit?
ago. Yeah.
Which is insane to me because I've put on this event twice, me as the main fight, and I've lost both times. That's pretty upstaged. As a side note.
Oh, Marcus is an idubbbz fan. There you go. That explains a
Try to
lot.
sound like a reasonable person by saying, if Ian and Anissa just asked, I'll stop harassing them.
Yeah, if Ian ever hit me up and was like, "Hey man, can you leave me alone?" I'd fuck it. I'd stop talking about him. Whatever. I don't care that much.
If you ask me to stop, I'll stop. Like,
Which on its face is already an insane thing to say. Of course, no one wants to be harassed.
if you let Froggy back on the card, I won't tweet at Ian or Anissa ever again. I'll shut up forever. How about that?
I get to bring back someone on the card who doesn't respect me, my wife, other fighters, and in return, I have the chance of not being harassed by Sam Hyde? Oh, how can I refuse that? Just so we're on the same page in case I have to make a future video, you heard what Sam Hyde said. If he's a respectable guy, he's not going to continue to harass me because he says, by his own admission,
It's not even harassment, though.
doesn't care that much.
I don't care that much.
This is so Joker.
I would like you to not harass me or my wife or anyone that we're friends with. Also, harassment
Or anyone we're friends with.
Yeah.
And then
Put
listen
the
to what
clown
harassment
makeup on him.
And then listen to what harassment encompasses, dude.
little loopholes, all right? You can't just then like refer to me as a goblin and be like, I didn't say his name. I wasn't talking about him. I was talking about a goblin. That's not acceptable. Another thing I want to
Is this a bit?
This I think we're being trolled.
Make clear, goblin. That's not acceptable. Another thing I want to make clear is that the decision to kick Froggy from the card isn't just for like me and Anissa's comfort. There are a lot of people
Right, clearly.
who don't want anything to do with Sam Hyde who are fighting on our card. There are a lot of people who are
like
our fans who want nothing to do with Sam Hyde. So we're trying to protect them. We're trying to protect the environment that we're in, and we want it.
Jesus
Madness.
Christ.
Everyone. I truly believe
If this is a troll, it's pretty damn good.
it would have made the event
Yeah.
worse,
But I don't.
noticeably worse because we are all trying
He's
to
so
work
brain dead.
together to
It's
make this
brain
as
rot.
good as possible. And I think if Froggy doesn't fuck with what we got going on, he was going to make it difficult.
Right,
One way or
Orthodox?
another, it was going to be difficult.
I mean-
in closing, I want to say that Creator Clash.
Yeah, this is some damn good marketing for
probably
Sam.
the single best thing that I've ever done in my life.
Really?
It has
So gay.
brought so much joy to me and Anissa. It has
What?
brought
It's
the
a
most
boxing
awesome
event.
people that I've ever met. It's brought them into my life, and I'm super grateful. And I want to keep doing it. And this event means so much to me, and I'm going to protect it. and I'm going to protect the fighters and the people involved in.
Yeah, he's a potato.
And you know, I'm not when it comes to people.
Are YouTubers really fighters?
Mess with the
Just because they box once?
No.
Just when they box once in their lives.
Being a piece
Does it really make them fighters?
if you're not
idubbbz.
communicating and if you're not cooperating.
Yeah, seeking brother, seeking idubbbz, seeking brother idubbbz.
So.
I can see him on there.
Oh yeah, he was mad because Sam wasn't wearing his mask when they went out for drive-through.
And I see like some shenanigans going down. I take a photo of it.
It's what's his Rusty Cage?
Froggy did nothing wrong. Like
seemingly innocuous.
Yeah, right. I go to this like after event and Anissa comes up to me. She comes up and says, that tweet was really not cool and I just apologize. I felt kind of like a bitch. I was like, why the fuck did I apologize?
Masculinity had been completely removed via Anissa.
Oh, wait a minute. What? Okay, it's got to be a troll.
Okay.
Let's
yeah, I'm so confused. Oh, okay.
Let's see what the people are saying. The people of YouTube.
Usually,
look at that. Imagine making Keemstar.
Usually, he's the puppet master in these situations.
I've been a fan of yours since 2015. The comment section is so separated from reality. It's unreal and pretty sad. Keep it up. Proud of you. Yeah, I imagine there's going to be a lot of Sam heads in here.
Talking about John. A lot of John heads in here, dude.
You've changed for the better, brother. Proud of you. Sorry these people are so evil.
Oh, it all could have been avoided if Ian could squat through 25.
Bro, that is Rusty Cage. That was supposed to be a blow to Rusty Cage? It sounded like a blow to Anissa. Rest in peace, John. I'm sure Ian had a fun time editing this video. Man, people in this, I mean, I guess really the entire West are just living in two separate realities. Even something as retarded as that, you know?